Okay, in question number 14, they give us this equation of a curve. You'll notice it's a quadratic and it's opening down because it's got a square term. They want us to show that the normal to this curve at the point 3, 6 is 2y equals x plus 9. All right, so let's start with the original and find the derivative of it. We're going to use the power rule, and that's going to be 4 minus 2x. And then we're going to take our point, which is 3, 6, and plug in the x value, because that's where they want to know the slope. And then I find the slope of the tangent. Now, the slope of the tangent is -2, but see, once I know that, then I can figure out the slope of the normal, which is 1/2. And when I've got a slope of the normal and the point, well, then it's pretty easy to go ahead and put these both into y equals mx plus b and find the equation of the normal. Now, in order to make mine look like theirs, I'm going to multiply everything by 2, and voila, there you go. Looks like theirs. Proven. Now, part B, it says, assume that the normal meets the x and the y axis at A and B, find the coordinates of the midpoint. So clearly what we've got to do is find the x-intercept and then the y-intercept and then find the midpoint. Well, the x-intercept is when y equals 0, so I just substituted 0 for y. And then the y-intercept is when x equals 0, so I just substitute 0 in for x. And I get the 2 points, -9, 0, and then 0, 9/2, or if you will, 0, 4.5. So those are my points. And all I've got to do then is find the midpoint. Well, -9 plus 0 divided by 2. And then to divide 9/2 by 2, it's the same thing as multiplying by 1/2. And there's my midpoint. Now in C, it says that I want to find the coordinates where the normal meets the curve again. So I've got a normal and I've got my curve. And what I'm going to do is solve them simultaneously. Now I notice that this is pretty close to 2y. If I multiply the quadratic by 2, they both equal 2y, and so then I can make the other parts equal to each other, give me an equation with only x's, and then I get everything on one side, and then all I got to do is find the x's. I could solve it using the quadratic formula, but I'm going to write that down to show a method, then I'm just going to go to my calculator and plug it in, and I'm going to find out what my x values are. My x values are 3 and 1/2. So once I know that x is equal to 3, x is equal to 1/2, I'm going to plug those back into one of the equations. I'm going to use the line. I found out that the one is a 6, so that's going to be 3, 6. And the other one, when I plug it back in, is going to be a 4.75. Now keep in mind, they asked me to find the point where it meets again. They already told me about 3, 6. So where it meets again is 0.5, 4.75. All right, I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.